Hi, LogDog321 here. I'm going to talk a little bit about maintenance and troubleshooting and how to fix problems for the Shark Navigator. So, first off, I'm going to start with troubleshooting. If you're not being able to pick stuff up from the floor, let's follow a couple quick tips. First, make sure your bin's empty. You always want the dirt in your bin to be under, see this little purple plastic piece in there that goes with the max fill line? You always want all the dirt to be under that purple plastic piece. If you see dirt coming above that, stop the vacuum, pull it out and dump it immediately. Okay, if you're not picking stuff up on the floor, first make sure that this light is green. That means that your brush is working. Second, make sure, by pulling this tube off, check for any obstruction. Just look in it, look down here, see if you don't see anything, that's good. Then lean the vacuum back, and check this little piece. Make sure there's nothing in here, just do a general obstruction check. Oh, I should mention you should turn off the vacuum before you do this. Okay, turn it around the back. And once again, look through here. Now at this point, turn the vacuum on to the 1 setting and feel this little piece right here. If you can feel airflow, then you're good. Then you have the obstruction somewhere in your hose. Then that means you could just stretch it out, look inside, and you should find whatever's clogged up. And I recommend taking like a broom handle and just pushing it through, and eventually whatever's stuck in there, like a sock or clog of dog hair, will come out. So, to check here, disconnect the hose by pinching these 2 tabs. There should be a tab on top, tab on the bottom. Just when it's in like this, pinch and pull. Set it to 1 and just feel. If you can feel air, then you're good. And I will make sure my dog doesn't get in the way. Sit. Okay, so if you don't feel air here, you would stop interrupting the recording. If you don't feel air, then let's take a look at inside the bin. Now, no matter what, if after this, all you gotta do to put this back on, put the hose back in, is just feed it to this little hook on the bottom, and click it into place. Okay, if you don't feel air, pull this off, and this little black piece, pull it out. This is your filter compartment. You want to make sure to wash these every 3 months, and there's 3 of them in here. There's a first foam one, a second foam one, and a third felt one. And it goes felt, foam, foam. Just push them in here. So anyway, if you don't feel air coming through the hose when you did that last check, turn it on now and just put your hand over this foam filter and see if you feel air. If you can feel air there, but there's none coming out of here, then most likely your clog is in the cyclone assembly. And I'll show you what that is in just a second. However, if you do not feel air coming through here, your motor or your fan is broken, and you'll have to call Shark. You do have a 5-year warranty, so just talk to them on the phone, they'll get you all set up. Now, if you can feel air coming through the foam filter, but you don't feel it coming through the hose, get the bin, push this button on top, and the lid will come out. Pull this purple, oddly shaped contraption doohickey out. What you want to do is you're going to want to go outside, open this up, and you'll see there's some dirt in here. This is what separates the fine dirt. So there's 2 cyclones in it. You have your outer cyclone here, which pulls out the big dirt. I'll show it again. The outer cyclone, which pulls out the big dirt. And the inner cyclones, there's actually 21 of them, which pull out the fine dirt and dust, and it looks like a little powder if everything's working correctly. Anyway, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go outside, tap it, and a ton will be at the bottom now. So just keep tapping it, and just then take compressed air or an air compressor, take it down to a gas station, just blow through and just get air. Don't blow through it with your mouth, because otherwise you're going to get moisture in here, it will grow all moldy. And then just blow through and a huge cloud of dust will come out. Before you blow, you're going to want to take this bottom piece off. And that should fix all your problems. Then just put it back in, snap the lid on, and double check to make sure everything's working. Okay, that's if you don't have suction. Let's talk about the brush roll now. If you're having problems with the brush, for example, if the light turns red, what you're going to want to do is flip the vacuum on its back with it turned off. Let's see if I can zoom in here. And check and see if there's anything stuck in here. Like, take a razor blade and cut all the hair out, and you might have a sock or something stuck in here. That's most likely why you got the red light. Now, if you have it set to 2, so the furthest back on the switch, and you're not getting any light at all on the bottom, the brush roll, what you're going to want to do is, let me get this up close so you guys can see it. You're going to want to find a little black button on the bottom. Right here, you're going to want to see that black button? You're going to want to push it, and before you push it, you're going to want to lean the vacuum back and take this piece off. You don't want that to break. So pull that off, and then push this button, and while you're pushing it, just pull the bottom part off. The wheels, just pull the wheels off. Like this. Let me show you. And I wasn't really prepared, so cord's going everywhere, but I hope this helps. Okay, so pull this off. And after that's pulled off, turn it on its back, push this black button, and wiggle it out. The vacuum will come away in 2 pieces, and you'll have the floor head, and you will have the canister part. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put the floor head on the floor, and then just push the canister right on top, and push it down. Make sure you hear it click. Push it down, push that hose back in, and try it again. You should get a green light after that. If not, call Shark Support and they should help you out. That was the troubleshooting section of this video. Let's talk about maintenance and what you got to do to make sure this thing runs properly. Now, it's very low maintenance. After every run, all you got to do is pull this and dump it. You might have to do this more than once in a run if you don't vacuum very often. Every time it comes around above that little purple table plastic piece, just dump it. And all you got to do to dump it is just push that little silver button. Okay, that's every run. Now, every 3 months, or actually before you talk about this, now if you have long-haired dogs or humans in your house, I'd recommend taking a razor blade and just cutting all the hair off that every 2 or 3 runs. Basically what that will do is it will keep the motor from burning out, and therefore your vacuum will last longer. And we don't want to have to go and buy a new Shark Navigator, do we? Because it's best if we just keep it running the way it is. Even though it's a durable vacuum, it's always good to take a couple minutes and just perform some maintenance. Okay, so every 2 to 3 runs if you have long hair, take a razor blade, cut all the hair out of that, dump this every time. If you do not have long hair, I'd say cut that, take a razor blade to it about every 10 times. Okay, every 3 months, you're going to want to do like the biggest maintenance you can on it. And all that's going to be is taking out this little black piece, taking out this filter, and this filter, so 3 filters, and just washing them in cold water. And you're just going to want to just soak them, wash them, make sure, so you know if it looks like this, make it look like that. And then just let them dry for 48 hours before putting them back in the machine. There's 2 other steps you got to do every 3 months. You got to take the bin, open this up, take the cyclone assembly out, push this red button, and dump this. You're going to want to tap it out over your garbage can and a lot more will come out. Okay, one last thing. Every 3 months, what I recommend doing is pulling this hose out right here, is taking it straight and turning on the vacuum to setting 1. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hold it at the top and go like that. What that will do is it will stretch it out, and all the dirt that's stuck in these little, the stretchy, springy part, will all go out into the vacuum bin. Let me show you how it's done. So turn it to setting 1, hold it at the top, and go like that. Now, as you can see, that got a lot of dirt out, and my canister is now caked with dirt. So then empty that out, and next time you run it, all this dirt should go away. That's all you gotta do for maintenance and troubleshooting. If there's anything else I could help you with, just send me a message and I'll try to make a video for you. Thanks, this was LogDog321. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and here's my dog. Bye.